Fair
Oh, we got our boys the give and go in the cut. What's up?
Who should coach Brazil?
Ancelotti.
Don Carlo Ancelotti, bro.
Look,
You think so?
Tailor made for this Brazil team.
You like it?
Bro,
tailor-made.
the way that
Wait,
guys,
so you like it, but your brother is the one who made the video about it. So why he hates the fact that he's actually going to coach the team?
you know,
Hate it.
just because we're related, we don't have the same
So
opinions, right?
honest, why didn't you make a video to counter him? Be like, no, dude, my brother's waffling out of his ass.
He's always waffling.
He's
Hey,
always
no,
waffling.
no. I got good opinions. Look,
So if not
Look.
Ancelotti, then who?
the give and go. Thanks for your question. Look, Brazil is the #1 football nation of all time.
Okay.
I think that's undisputed, and everyone knows that. So, the fact that they need to hitch another coach from another nation shows they lost, shows that they're failing, and shows that it's a disgrace. So, if they have to get a coach from their biggest rival other than Argentina, that's disgusting to me. It honestly makes me want to throw up. I said this on the story. It makes me want to throw up because you're throwing away all your national pride for what? Okay, let's say they get Ancelotti and lose in the quarterfinal again. What's the point?
Why not?
You just costed your pride just so you could get the top tier coach, and he still doesn't get the job done.
Why not get the best of the best if available?
Because it's international footy and you're the best nation ever. You should be grabbing for your own country.
Remind me again of Brazil's women's team's nationality, where she's from.
Huh?
Pia Sundhage, Swedish. So it's different for the women's.
Yes.
Why?
Is Brazil women's the best nation of all time? No, USA is, and they have an American coach.
So
Also, Germany, probably second best all time. German coach.
So
Is
who's
she?
coaching Brazil?
all the names you're about to say are nowhere near.
It doesn't matter because you're supposed to ride with what you got.
Are you?
It's national team soccer. You're acting like Brazil's Iran or
Hold
like
on.
New Zealand.
Hold on,
They need a foreign coach.
Where's Canada's coach from?
You're comparing Canada to Brazil.
Well, what does it matter where
Brazil's
they're
5
from?
World Cups.
Where does it matter where they're from?
No, that's disgusting.
How's that disgusting? List the options you have.
Say a name.
He needs a name, man.
I need a name.
Give him a name.
List the options, bro.
You can't
Give me the
name a name.
names.
No, you give me the names. How can I give you the names if you're the one rooting for them?
Okay.
I gave you my name.
Okay. Kuka.
Kuka.
Yeah.
Where's he now?
Doesn't matter.
You don't know.
Who's that?
Next.
I don't have to
Next.
Dunga. Does he still coach?
I don't think so.
No?
Go ahead.
know. Morisi.
Muricy Hamali.
Yeah.
Is he still coaching?
Give me any Brazilian coach.
These coaches are not good enough. Cheech was the best Brazilian coach
Okay.
Brazil could have.
Okay.
No one else in Brazil comes close to him. What did he do?
You ride with your guys.
No, bro.
Brazil-
They've been riding with their guy. When was the last time they won the World Cup? 02.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Not everyone can win every year.
Brazil, like you said, the best footballing nation in
Yeah.
the world.
They
Why
even-
couldn't they win another World Cup?
Yeah.
Since 02, how many World Cup has there been? There's been
06, 2010,
Oh,
2014,
4,
2018,
5?
22.
okay.
Five World
From
Cups,
all those World Cups, how many times have they been favorites?
pretty much.
Almost all of them.
Every
Okay, they haven't won since.
They have the talent, but they don't have the coaches.
Okay.
That's how Brazilian football is. There's no
Scolari.
good coaches in Brazil.
okay, but the way I look at it, it's like it's cheating.
How's it cheating?
Oh, weren't you the one that was making fun of Italy for picking up Jorginho,
Yeah.
picking up Toloi?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
But that
if anything,
no,
it's worse.
it's actually different
It's
because
probably
they're
worse.
picking up the scraps. We're picking up the cream of the crop. We're picking the best that we can.
Oh, nice. Oh,
taking
nice.
scraps, taking the little pigeon food is different than taking the steak.
Nice. So nice. We're not good enough. Let us go buy our ticket to the World Cup.
Yeah.
No.
You gotta swallow your pride and admit
No,
Brazil
you
do
don't-
not have a good enough coaches.
They don't, but you ride
And
with your guys.
oh, Ancelotti's available. Why not go for him? Why not
No.
give it a try?
No, I ride with my guys.
And you're gonna keep losing because of that.
Okay, then I'm losing with pride.
What does that mean though? So pride is losing how much against Germany in 2014?
Okay, no. What's worse?
Pride is losing against Croatia.
Okay, what's worse? What's worse? Brazil losing to Croatia with Teach or losing to Croatia with Carlo Ancelotti? What's worse?
What does that wait? what
Let's
does that
say they
matter?
lost to Croatia with Carlo Ancelotti. What's worse?
How would they have played then? That's how it matters. If they played well and they deserve to win, then I'm not mad. Did Brazil deserve to win against Croatia?
Yeah.
You could say they did.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
Besides one like Neymar brilliance, did they really deserve to win?
Okay.
When you had like man like
Okay.
Cheech taking out Vini and putting on what, Fred?
Okay, let's
Fred was
say,
playing striker in the last few minutes.
Okay.
For what?
Okay, Brazil lose let's say Brazil lose in the quarterfinal of the next World Cup with Ancelotti. You happy? You content?
Well, who are you to say that Brazil won't go any higher with a Brazilian manager?
But let's say they lose in the quarterfinal. Are you content?
I'd be happy to see how they experimented with a foreign coach.
Okay,
if they played well, and if
Brazil played well in the round of 16, the game right before against Korea, they smashed them.
Korea.
Yeah, Korea, they smashed them.
Who are Korea in terms of football?
Okay, they still smashed them. I literally just asked the question: what if they lost in the quarterfinal next World Cup with Ancelotti?
If they played well and they lost, tough.
And they just lost with that foreign coach you pretty much paid to have.
Well, not really.
What do you mean not really?
How?
What do you mean how?
What do you mean paid to have?
The foreign coach that you like put everything in your power to get because you can't do it with your own, and he couldn't deliver you to the promised land.
Well, nothing's obviously guaranteed, but if the best of the best is available, why not try?
No.
Just because of pride? What pride is not winning since 2002? What pride is losing against Germany? How much?
No wonder you like City.
I don't like City.
No, that's like a City opinion.
How's that a City opinion?
Like the way you're talking, like it translates to you liking Man City, basically.
But I don't like Man City. And how does that translate to that?
No, I don't rate that. Like,
But why?
we're not a small nation. It's Brazil.
But Brazil, not a small nation, can produce world-class coaches.
Okay,
they can produce world-class players, but not coaches.
So you learn through the failure and keep growing.
But they've been failing since 2002.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay? There's been no improvements. Cheech has been the best since
There
that
has been
timeline.
improvement.
How?
From 2018, there was improvement.
There's no good Brazil managers right now. Maybe 1, 2 max, but there's no good Brazil managers.
Okay,
the best was Cheech.
Okay, so maybe this is the kind of slap in the face they need to realize, we need to grow our managers.
So 02 wasn't a slap in the face? 2014 was a slap in the face?
02 we won.
Since after that. 2014 was a slap in the face? 2010, Brazil had like what? A golden generation pretty much?
2010?
What? Kaká?
2010? What are you talking about?
Sorry, 2006.
2010 was our worst squad of all time.
Sorry, 2006. Ronaldo, Kaká, Ronaldinho.
Okay, you're saying we lost because of bad coaching in 06. We lost because Roberto Carlos was tying his shoe. You're saying all these bad coachings. Literally every Brazil loss since 02 was bad luck.
You think so?
Yes, you know that. 06 was because our left back was tying his shoe. 2010, Felipe Melo scores an own goal and gets a red card. How's that the coach's fault?
But you shouldn't be losing because of bad luck.
2014, we lost because our 2 best players weren't playing. You're the one that's talking about Barca losing to Man United because our best players are missing.
Yeah, but you're bringing it to the players. Brazil have world-class players. The players can produce a moment out of nothing.
So produce on the pitch. Why is it always the coach's fault?
That's not due to the coaches, is it? You mentioned the players.
Okay, no. Fred being the furthest out the pitch against Croatia is the coach's fault? You're saying the coach told Fred, you're the number 9 for the rest of the game.
The coach's fault was taking off Vini when he was having a good game, taking him off in the 60th minute.
Okay, I could say that's a bad decision.
The bad thing about Cheech was not playing Bruno Guimaraes.
Okay, I could say that, yeah. Okay. I never said he's a perfect coach.
Well, he's the best we have, and we couldn't perform.
Okay, and we lost because of a fluke. Because of a deflection. The ball deflected off of Marquinhos and in. We lost because of a fluke.
So not starting Bruno G is a fluke? Subbing off Vini when he was performing is a fluke?
Okay, you could say that about like any team that loses.
That's tactical decisions.
You could say that about any team that loses.
That's tactical decisions, though.
Okay. I never said he's the best coach in the world, but I'm going to ride with my national team with the players from my country because we're the best footballing nation.
But when I asked you to name some coaches, you failed.
Okay.
So who are you going to hire?
I got to get educated.
So how can you come into this being uneducated?
We're in a time of ruins, in a time of downfall, let me just resort to losing, claiming the L and saying no, we can't do it. Let me go get an Italian gaffer. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's
swallow
disgusting.
your pride. Admit we don't have good enough quality coaches. Let's try something different.
It's been admitted, but let's try to win it anyways.
So what if that continues to keep going? Then what? Just keep trying Brazilian coaches until eventually you somehow luckily win?
This isn't club soccer. You can't just get whoever you want.
Why not?
Is Italy going to go get a German manager? A Spanish manager?
Italy have world-class coaches.
Okay.
Do Brazil? Germany have world-class coaches. Do Brazil? No.
Do Germany have world-class coaches? Who?
Flick,
Is he?
Tuchel.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's getting sacked everywhere he goes.
Ooh.
Tuchel. He got sacked by PSG. He got sacked by Chelsea. Is he world-class?
Flick's not a world-class coach.
What did Germany do at the World Cup?
Klopp's not a world-class coach.
What's he doing now?
What do you mean? Look at what he's won.
Yeah, in the past. We're talking about the present.
What has Cheech won?
Teach won he won Copa Libertadores,
Okay. What has Klopp won?
Champions League.
Okay. What do you think holds more pedigree?
It depends where you are.
Huh?
It depends where you are.
What do you mean?
I'm sure some people would say the South American ones matters more.
Really?
That community.
What do you guys think?
Obviously, on a world scale, it's Champions League. I'm not arguing about that. That's not the question here.
Give and Go said, I need a name.
That was a while ago. That was like 20 minutes ago.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
He needs a name, bro. You ain't giving no names. Just get a Portuguese manager. Even Portuguese managers are better than the Brazilian crop we have.
Okay, I get they're better, but like you sound happy to like talk down on like Brazil being so bad.
Because they're failing, bro.
Look at the give and go comment. Jay's passion is a beautiful thing to see, and Matt sounds like a disappointed father that expected better from his child.
That's accurate.
It's kind of
That's facts.
Kind of facts.
No, I'm disappointed. You said your favorite moment as a Brazil fan in the last decade
And Jay just-
was watching Argentina beat Brazil.
That's banter, bro. That's a joke.
Is it though? I don't know, man.
No. Even Anthony say, Jay, give us a name.
Give us a name, Jay.
You're saying, oh, I don't want a foreign coach. Then who do you want?
I want a Brazilian coach.
Give us a name.
No, let me say this first.
You avoiding the subject, bro.
Would Italy ever get a Spanish manager, a German manager?
They don't
No.
need to because they have world-class
Okay,
coaches.
what if suddenly they have bad coaches?
Suddenly?
They wouldn't do
Has
that.
Brazil had world-class coaches? No.
Yeah, they've never had a world-class coach.
Back in what? 50s, 60s, 70s?
Okay, you go
80s?
through eras. Did Spain have world-class coaches pre-2010?
They do now.
Okay, maybe Brazil's time will be in 4 years. In 8
4 years. You got to start preparing.
Let us disrupt the cycle, our 100-year cycle of having Brazilian coaches, and completely tarnishing the buildup of Brazilian coaches by bringing in an Italian manager. Yeah, you know what that does for the future of the Brazilian national team?
What?
It shows that we won't have Brazilian managers. We'll just happily take a foreign manager.
But if they go and they actually win the World Cup, then what?
Then great. But what if they don't? There's a bigger chance you don't win than win.
Obviously, based on the odds.
Yes.
But the fact that if you have no other options out there and you're literally the only option you have available to you to actually go and win the World Cup, and knowing that you have the best players in the world and are expected to win the World Cup with every team that you go into the World Cup with, why not try something else?
Look at the third sentence MN just said. No manager ever won the World Cup that wasn't from that nation. Does that make you feel good?
Like I said, records are meant to be broken.
Like,
You still haven't given us names, bro.
okay, let me get some names.
Oh, you got to Google it?
Yeah,
Why?
because
You're so hell-bent on having a Brazilian coach, but you can't name a few?
the name doesn't matter. You ride with your guys. Look, I'm seeing so many facts. Scaloni was nobody before. You build up your own. You put belief in your own.
So give us some.
Someone has to be the guy.
Give us some.
Okay, let me get some.
Do you know who's the interim manager? Do you know his name?
He's
No.
Googling it. Give him a second.
No ball knowledge. Ramon
Give
Menezes.
him a second.
Won the under-20 South American Championship with Brazil, undefeated.
So you think he should take over?
He's going to be interim manager until Brazil could find a permanent guy.
Are you going to ride with him Copa America 2024?
If he's still there, yeah, 100%. If he's still there, yeah.
Fair.
Why not?
Fair.
If he performs, if I like the style of football, why not?
Why not?
You know?
Okay, I got a couple names.
Oh, after Googling, nice.
Yeah, because then I forgot the name.
Oh, yeah,
Diniz,
for sure.
Diniz.
Diniz? Fernando
Yeah.
Diniz? What has he done?
Tiki Taka football.
Tiki-taka football. With who?
Palmeiras.
Who are some of his standout players?
Doesn't matter.
Fred.
You haven't watched, so how can you say?
But this is a brilliant point from MN. Who knew of Scaloni before?
You can say the same thing. Who knew of Pep before? Yeah, you give these guys a chance, but what are the odds they succeed like Scaloni?
Yeah,
like Pep did.
Exactly. You give your own a chance.
And they've been doing that.
Okay. Someone has to be that guy.
But what are the odds
Why do
that
you stop
nobody
now?
steps
Why
up?
stop now? Why stop now? Why stop right now?
Because they've been failing.
Okay, but why
And the
right now?
opportunity comes up. How often does an opportunity like Carlo Ancelotti arise?
Who said that came up though?
There's been rumors that he's been
He's
contacted.
literally coach of Real Madrid.
What's your point?
Who said that came up though?
¿Por qué no les dos?
What?
Why not both?
Why not both, bro?
Why not both? What?
Jobs.
You can't do that.
It's a job.
That's what the Taco Bell commercial
Okay.
said.
Let's say you go to the next World Cup, you have a Brazilian manager, and then you lose.
You lose with pride.
Well,
You
6
lose.
years
You
now. And
What
then-
pride, bro? There's no
but-
pride
okay,
now.
okay.
How many more World Cups until you're like, you know what? Let's get a new manager.
Let me get a foreign coach as being the best football nation of all time. Let me go get an Italian coach. Never.
Never.
This is international soccer. This isn't club soccer. We're not City. We're not just gonna buy the. You know the way you're talking. You should be a Real Madrid fan.
Why?
He is.
The shiniest toy. That's what you want.
What do you mean the shiniest toy?
Ancelotti. You literally said that in not so many words. You said
Wow.
he's the best coach, the best available. Let's get him. Why don't you support Real Madrid? That's basically the
I'm a
formula.
Barca fan.
That's the formula.
How's that
though.
the formula?
That's the formula.
So what's Brazil's formula?
You believe in what you got.
And
Like-
how's that believing been doing, Mr. Disney?
like I'm not comfortable with the idea of a gaffer coming in to coach Brazil that doesn't even speak Portuguese.
What's your point?
How are you
He
gonna talk
speaks
with the
Spanish.
Translate, no? Google
players? Does every
Translate.
player know Spanish?
Brazilian?
Yeah.
They could definitely understand, yeah.
Every Brazilian player knows Spanish.
If you know Portuguese.
Can they
you-
understand and converse back in Spanish?
Yes.
Every single player? You know that for a fact?
I couldn't tell you for a
but-
fact, obviously.
But imagine as a Brazilian, the best nation of all time, the biggest camaraderie of a football nation in the world. No other national team has more
You
camaraderie.
think a coach would change that?
No, okay, let me finish. No other national team has that kind of camaraderie. Yeah, let them go to camp. And guys like Coutinho have always said, I prefer going to play for my national team more than club. Getting called up for a national team and going to camp is the best thing. Imagine going to camp and your coach can't speak to you in your language.
Talking about Coutinho in Big 2023 is kind of crazy.
The only reason that all these Brazilian players love going to the Brazilian national team more than their clubs is because it's all just for the vibes when it comes to national
Exactly,
teams
and
for Brazil.
vibes are gone.
So you're
Okay,
saying
but-
a manager's gonna change that?
Yes.
Okay,
So you're
but-
saying guys like Vini, guys like Eder Militao, guys like Rodrigo don't
Like-
consider
look at you
Ancelotti
naming
like a
Madrid
father
players.
figure?
Look at you naming Madrid players.
Okay, but
Because that's who he coaches. What do you mean?
listen to
Okay.
this.
You don't think they'd be thrilled with Ancelotti coming to coach Madrid or
they,
Barca?
they might be happy. Yeah.
Would you give up all the vibes, all the the celebrations in order to win a World Cup?
Okay,
if Ancelotti goes out there and like, you know what, guys, no more celebrations. Get the fucking head in the game, and
Yeah.
the score goes and win
And-
trophies,
and
and they win.
Yeah, and based off what
and
you
they
guys
never
are,
celebrate ever again.
based off what you guys are saying, you guys are putting this like proclamation that getting him is guaranteeing a World Cup.
No, there's no guarantee.
That's
but
basically what you're saying.
if the best is available, why not give it a try?
He's a proven
this isn't
gaffer.
club soccer.
This is Ancelotti, bro.
my
This
God.
ain't no random. This
This
ain't
is-
Fernando Diniz,
Okay,
who
but-
hasn't done anything outside of Brazil.
But this isn't club soccer. You can't just go get whoever you want. Like, what's wrong with you? This
What
is
do you mean?
international soccer.
What's your point?
You can't just go get whoever you want.
Why not?
Because that ruins the sacredity of international soccer.
Sacredy. What?
Yes.
Is that a word?
Yes. You have players and you have coaches who are from the country. Like it's literally like a simple formula.
How's it a simple formula?
Why would you switch on that? Like, who does that?
Because it's not working.
what top nation does that? Okay, so it stops working. So let us go cheat and go get someone from another country.
How's that? It's against the rules?
No, but it's basically
How's it
what's
cheating?
the word?
It's immoral.
Yeah, it's immoral.
Immoral.
Yeah.
So what's so moral about having a coach from your same nation?
Pure.
Because it's international soccer. It's the national team. The coach leading the team isn't from the national team. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, we're not Iran. We're not New Zealand. We're not this small country who literally needs a foreign coach because we don't even have structure in our nation.
But this big country has no structure in terms of managers.
So someone needs that one chance to make it change.
And how long is that going to take?
As long as it needs.
So they go trophyless for the entirety of your life. You'd be happy because they kept that purity.
You're just saying what ifs.
So are you.
Okay.
So this is all just a big what if.
Okay, but like
I think my what if has a greater possibility of success.
Now I know why sometimes the people on this panel say you're like this spoiled Barca fan. Like, that's a spoiled attitude.
How's that spoiled?
We suck. Let us go get Ancelotti because we can. Like,
But
that's so spoiled.
how's that spoiled? If that's a possibility.
Because that shouldn't be how it is.
But why?
Because you shouldn't just be able to go get another manager from a different country for your national team. If you're the best team in the world,
But they're not the best team in the world.
they're not the best team of all time.
That's history.
Yes.
When was the last time they won the World Cup?
When's the last time they had a foreign coach?
They haven't.
Okay. So they won 5 World Cups with a Brazilian coach?
It's 2023, man.
Bro, we're in 2023 now.
20
Okay.
years.
Okay.
What's the
Why
longest?
didn't Argentina go get Ancelotti?
You weren't alive to witness
Why didn't
it.
Argentina go get Ancelotti?
At this time now? In
No.
2023?
No, before Scaloni.
Wasn't an option.
Why did they pick Scaloni?
I'm not Argentina. I don't
Was
know.
he a good coach before that? Was he coaching?
I don't have much knowledge on Scaloni, to be honest.
Was Coach Reaver, I think, overplayed maybe.
Like I don't know. I can't. Sue me for having a little bit of pride. Sue me for having the belief that as the best national team of all time, we should have a coach from our country. Like that we shouldn't have to resort to getting a coach from our rival country, and that makes you ecstatic. That
Sue me
possibility.
for thinking it's wrong to try something different and go outside of the norms and what's normal for your country and having pride when there is no pride when you're a loser since 2002.
This isn't club soccer, man.
Doesn't matter, bro.
Yes, it does. It's World Cup. Like, it's international soccer.
I don't know.
That no, honestly, like you say, oh, like Brazil loser. Like, I think that's a loser attitude.
Why?
Because you can't do it on your own. Let us go get help.
So having a loser mentality is consistently going through the same thing and not fixing it. That's having a problem and not fixing it, or trying to fix it.
How do you know they're not trying to fix? Okay, trying to fix it by choosing the option that isn't within their realm.
How many Brazilian managers do you know managing outside of Brazil that have success?
How many Brazilian managers
Answer the
won World
question.
Cups?
Answer the question.
Huh?
Answer the question.
None.
So what's so special about Brazilian managers?
That they're Brazilian, and this is the
So
Brazilian
just because of
national
where they're
team.
born.
That they're Brazilian. This is the Brazilian national team. It's that simple.
All I'm saying is I don't see anything wrong with trying to hire a foreign gaffer.
I do.
When you've been losing since 2002, and your best ever Brazil coach since that time couldn't step up
I do.
with some tactical errors as well.
The way I see it, I think that's like an easy way out. Like you fall into the bottom, and you need like a hall pass to get out. Like you need like a golden ticket to get out. Like instead of grinding through to make it happen, you have to get this easy way out. You can't do it on your own. Let us go get someone else from our rival,
Rival.
Italy.
Yeah.
We faced Italy in 2 World Cup finals. That's our biggest rival.
How many times have they won?
We beat them both times.
That's not a rivalry then.
Okay.
For keeping it 1,000, bro.
Okay.
It's not a rivalry.
Matt speaking fact. Let's end it off with the chat here. Ancelotti is definitely a very good choice, but club football isn't the same as international.
That's true.
There's a guarantee with either choice, to be
course.
honest.
Of course there's no
guarantees in
guarantee.
football.
MNL saying, are people in Brazil in favor of getting a new non-Brazilian manager? Would be interesting to see.
It's, I don't know if I'd say 50-50, but there's people that are for it and against it too.
Clearly.
I feel like
Yeah, and the people that are for it are the people that wear Argentina kits.
from
in
what
Brazil.
from what I see, it's the older generation kind of against Brazil getting a foreign manager for the
Good,
same
I
reasons
agree with them.
Jay are
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
the
The
whole-
people that disagree are the ones that wear Argentina kits
The,
instead of
the
Brazil.
whole nationalism kind of thing, and it's crazy because CBF is one of the most corrupt international nations in football. Them AFA also super corrupt, so it's difficult to support a corrupt organization like that, and the people that are in support of that. all I gotta
Okay,
say.
and that corrupt AFA just won the World Cup. Who cares?
The only thing is, like, obviously back in the day, like you guys always mentioned, the Brazilian league was always superior. Was a superior, not always. Was a superior league back in the day.
Yeah,
So obviously, if you have a superior league, that comes with superior management. And if you have Brazilian managers managing the best league in the world, okay, then I'll give it that. They're obviously going to win trophies. They're going to win World Cups. 2023, right? All these players coming out of Brazil and playing in the national team, how many of them actually play in the Brazilian league?
Few.
A lot of these players are being coached by European style of football.
Yeah.
And if the managers that are coming out of the Brazilian league coaching into the national team now, they're trying to play some football that's being played in Brazil, it's not the same being played with the players that are being played in Europe. So if you want a manager who wants to play with the players that understand the football is in European style, then maybe you want to keep the roots of Brazilian football, maybe somehow, some way, but it's hard because all these players are playing in Europe.
Yeah.
And if you want to compete in the best with the best, and then you want to get the best players, yeah, the Brazil have the best players in the world, most of. And why not getting one of the best managers? Ancelotti is also coaching 2 of the best players in Brazil's team. So that's a key factor there,
Yeah.
I would say. Because
I know.
0-2, how many players are playing out of Brazil? Some of them,
Out
I'm
of
sure,
Brazil?
were playing in the Brazil league.
Oh, that were playing in Brazil? I don't know. I'd have to look at the squad.
But I'm sure some of them were
maybe a
playing. I'm
handful.
sure some of them were playing in the league, right? And I'm sure
Maybe a
some of the
handful,
managers
yeah.
probably even had some of those players playing for them back in the day. But if you're playing players here who are coming out of in Europe and with a manager who hasn't coached in Europe ever, maybe, then how are you gonna kind of play with both?
Yeah, I hear where you're coming from. That makes
So,
sense.
You're playing South American football coaching, coming from a Copa Libertadores, winning there, but then you're gonna coach European players.
Different style.
It's
Yeah.
different football. And then you're just going to what? Because I want to scout some players. I want to watch some European games here and there. But you're not coaching the football. It's different football. It is. And obviously, European football is superior.
Yeah.
No, that's a fair point. I rate the point, but I just personally don't rate that decision. Like,
It's
like I just personally don't rate it. Like, it's not how I believe that should be the way. Like, at your lowest point, you need a ticket from like the gods to help you instead of grinding your way back up with what you have. Like I make fun of Italy all the time for having these Brazilian players. I don't see how it's different with the manager.
I mean,
if anything, no, I think if anything, it's worse. The manager's the leader of the team.
Ancelotti's not a good leader, I guess, right?
He is.
Like you said, Brazil or Italy picking up Brazil's scraps? C team
Jorginho
players?
was top 3 Ballon d'Or.
C-team, B-team
Jorginho was top
players?
3 Ballon d'Or.
What does that mean?
What do you mean? What does that mean? That means he was one of the best in the world.
You think that was
a
justified,
question?
really?
That was a questionable one, but yeah, I'll give it to
He
you.
brought Italy to a Euro win.
Single-handedly?
No one wins single-handedly. It's a team sport. Like,
Jayzinho begs to differ. Every goal,
Okay, let's end it there.
1970, only player to do
yeah,
so.
yeah, and so Pele was nothing. Nice.
Single-handedly.
Feel
pretty
good
much.
about that point?
All I'm saying, bro, Italy was picking up Brazil scraps. We're going for the cream of the crop. That's different to me.
Okay, like again, I don't rate that.
Fair.
Fair.
I'm not mad with it.